Whoa, big head.
Whoa, what's up, man? It's your boy Big Head the Dome Doc. Back up in the building. Check him out, TV. You already know what it is. Shout out to my dude, you heard me? With the Guapanese merch, you heard me? Like, I'm representing. You already see what it is. I appreciate it, you heard me? My dude, Gemini Prophet. Y'all make sure y'all get at him, you heard me? What's up, check him out.
What's that? I appreciate you doing that one with me, man.
For sure, man. Glad to be back in the building, you heard me?
Yeah, so something that happened recently, Fredo and YB. That was a tense, well, not a beef, but a tension that everybody thought would beef. How you feel about them squashing this situation?
Man, I'm glad they squashed their situation. I was already like campaigning for them to squash their situation because I was speaking on their influence because the influence that they have, can cause people to do things to harm other people just by their influence. So I was always screaming, look, bro, take y'all influence and do positive. You heard me, like go in the right direction with it because your influence alone can, cause people to harm people. And I learned that like dealing with Boosie. Because I knew, firsthand I knew Boosie, firsthand I knew Marlo Mike. And I knew that Marlo Mike was his own man. He was young, but from 10 years old, he was a man. I knew him since he was born, but he was his own man. And how he was moving how he wanted to move. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So how he ended up in the cahoots with Bad, that part failed to be, exposed, but I know that he was moving on his own and it was Bad influence that pulled him towards him. His music, it wasn't him, it was just his music, how he ended up there. So I was like, I definitely don't want that to happen with YB or Fredo, nobody else coming up from Baton Rouge. There's no young artists at all, you feel me?
Yeah, YB got his voice, like them youngsters listen to him.
Definitely, cause see, he reached them. Yeah. He reached out to them, like, individually, one by one through his music, he reached all the youngsters. And from there, they was growing up together. They was a lot of people in Baton Rouge, a lot of youngsters lost. Mm-hmm. They don't have no guidance, no direction. He provided direction. If it was the wrong direction, who knows, but he provided direction. So hopefully the direction he provided now is the right direction.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I'm glad, that situation ended. It got a little nasty in between them, but, I'm glad it wasn't no bad. It came to a stop, put it like that.
Right.
Yeah, it came to a stop.
Right.
What do you think about this Stop the Violence movement? Why we stop the violence?
I mean, I'm all for it. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like, violence is really structure and direction. See, he could give them direction. He can guide them out of violence. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I say. It's all about your influence and direction. Guide them out of violence because that's the only way. And like the ones that's already violent, them ain't the ones that you have to worry about. You have to worry about the ones coming behind them, the younger ones. Yeah. You feel me? Because they dying at 13 and getting killed at 13 in Baton Rouge. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to try to focus on them. Like they say, put the guns down, stop the violence. Nah, don't pick the guns up and don't start the violence. Because we starting with a fresh batch. You feel me?
Yeah, but you got to look at it. Most kids, even though they do grow up in a two-parent household, they might feel like, I'm still going out in the streets. I got something to prove to somebody.
Nah, those are the ones that shouldn't have went to public school. Yeah. See, they went to public school and saw how those struggle babies live and felt they had the advantage and felt bad about having the advantage and say, well, you know what? I want to have a disadvantage, so I'm going to go the wrong way when I got the resources. But if I would have had the resources, I wouldn't have went the wrong way at all. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I'm going to just be honest.
Product of the environment.
Right, definitely.
Yeah, so.
It's all about that support system.
Mm-hmm.